Welcome to online lectures by CA Studies. For more lectures online, please do visit castudies.lk.
So 3 directors we have recruited, but we have not allocated any works to the 3 directors. We say in 3 directors, these are the company's requirement, companies act requirement. Please, all of you, all three, you are the directors of this company, please fulfill this requirement. So one director doesn't work, other director will say complain about it. That director doesn't work, that's why we also delaying, right? If one task is given to 3 directors, that task will not be take care by the each directors. Always there is a fight. So if you divide the task and given to directors, one director is responsible to one activity. Definitely if there are any problem come, that director can be sacked, that director can be terminated from the company, right? If separately we can identify which activities are given to which directors, so we can take action and decision over the directors whether you complete or not. If finance director cannot prepare the P&L and balance sheet each and every month, so board can sack them. Board can ask what's the problem of not preparing the financial statement. Director will explain, accountant doesn't work or executive doesn't work, there are errors, there are unqualified people in the finance department. There is a process there. So that process should be followed by the companies. For that we need a corporate governance. Then we will understand that corporate governance. In the corporate governance, we understood there are different divisions there, right? Finance divisions there, marketing division there, HR divisions there. According to the requirement only the divisions are divided. Very important act in our syllabus is Companies Act only. We do not have the SLAS-MB Act and Inland Revenue Act in our syllabus. That you will learn in advanced level. Advanced level means next levels. Companies Act, according to Companies Act, directors are responsible for company's operation. Companies Act section 187 to 189. If you have the Companies Act, go to this paragraph and read that. First responsibility is directors should follow all the duties of the directors that is mentioned in the Companies Act accordingly. Duties of directors, duties of director, those are company directors. What are the duties of company's director? First one is director should act in good faith. Act in good faith. Director should not do the fraud. Good faith of the company, right? Director should take the decision that should give the benefit to the company. This is explained in the section 187. Second one is director should follow the company article of association. That is explained in the 188. So if the article of association tells how to purchase the goods, director should follow that, because article of association is passed by the shareholders. Shareholders are the owner of the company. Shareholder hiring the directors to work for them. Directors are working. After that, shareholder will hire the auditor to check the directors' work. Then auditor will say directors are working properly or not to the shareholder. Based on the auditor's opinion, shareholder will decide whether we have to keep the directors or change the directors or put the case against the director. If director doing the fraud, financial statement will be wrong. It's with the fraud figures. So if auditor found, auditor will report to the shareholder. Shareholder take the action, because shareholders' money invested. Directors are play with the shareholders' money. Third one, not act in negligence or reckless. It means, say there is a 100,000 fraud, 100,000 amount stolen by the finance director. So other director saying, okay, 100,000, no, it's not a problem, just keep as a hide let's talk with the shareholder after if auditor found. If auditor found only, we will talk about it. If auditor doesn't found, we hide that. That is negligence. Second example is business opportunity is there. If directors doesn't take the business opportunity, that is also negligence. For example, take a supermarket. In the supermarket industry in Sri Lanka now moving to the online supermarket. Directors in the Cargill's Food City or Keel Supermarket or Apigo Supercenter, right? Or drop-off supermarket. So those are which these companies are doing the business through the physical appearance. But due to this corona and this curfew imposed in Sri Lanka, people cannot go to the supermarket and purchase. Therefore, people prefer to take the goods to their home. For example, take one of these 4 supermarkets imposing the online supermarket, but say Cargill's Food City implementing online activities, online supermarkets. So Keel Supermarket also should involve in the online activities, online deliveries, online purchases, online shopping. So they doing the they neglect that. They saying okay, it's a corona time, so we cannot sell the goods to the customer. Better we do the business after the corona, this pandemic situation end. So it's a wrong, right? Because shareholders wants the good directors who can find the business opportunities in each situation. If curfew imposed, what is the business opportunity? If curfew lifted, what is the business opportunity? Right? If say Sri Lankan government going to ban the wheat flour, so all the wheat flour are banned in Sri Lanka. This is an assumption, right? If that's happened, company directors who are working in this grocery industry should find out the substitute product for that wheat flour. That is the business opportunity. We should not neglect the business opportunity for the business. That is a director's very important duties. That Company Act, Company Act is not a rules. Company Act is rational Companies Act. It is not difficult to understand. In BL3 business law subject, you will learn the Companies Act also. Corporate law, that is in the strategic level. Corporate level, that is also you are learning the Companies Act. So Companies Act is not like a rules or regulation. It's a rational. Is it a rule? Negligence. Not directors should not act in negligence. If business opportunities are there, they have to take. So Companies Act also saying do the business properly. This is explained in under 89. Fourth one is, this is many directors do not do. That is, apply their skills and knowledge to the business as much as possible. This is explained under 89. So dear friends, here, so directors' duties over the company are very, very rational, very, very logical duties. Therefore, it's not difficult to remember, right? And also the duties, right? The duties. So these are the main duties of the director. From these main duties, we can take the sub duties. If director work in good faith or according to company's article of association or without the negligence or reckless or with the skills and knowledge, that if any decision taken, that decision should be long term impact. Right? If you're doing the online business, open a website and do the business. Don't use the WhatsApp. WhatsApp is temporary. If you use the business website and doing, it's a long term, right? Now many physical classes also doing that. Physical classes who are conducting the CA classes or other classes still doing the physical classes, right? Say students who come to the classes and doing the business. So online classes there. So follow the online class. It is also if the directors they are in the tuition providers, that directors have the responsibility to provide the online classes to students. Anyway, exams are conducted by the professional bodies. So tuition providers have the responsibility to provide the classes to the students anyhow. Long term impact එක බලන්න ඕනේ. Second one, always think about the interest of the employees. What will impact to the employees if you take one decision? Then always keep the good relationship with the customers and the suppliers. Then keep the good relationship with the community. Community means people around the business. Out party who are not involved in our business. Suppliers are not community. Customers are not community. Employees are not community. Directors are not community. Tax authorities are not community. Community is the community people who do not involve in any transaction between company, but they are interested in company's activity. For example, say beverage company disposing the wastage water to the river. That river will be consumed by the people in that place. So if they get in the dirty water, they will complain to the police and stop that. So they are interested in company's one activity. That activity is disposing the wastage water, but they do not involving in business with the company. Those who are called community, right? Then always think about the business in reputation. So this long-term impact also including the reputation. So conduct the business in good manner. Good manner. Even though you're getting the this opportunity, right? You're getting the business opportunity. Do not do the fraud business. Do the good business. Final one is fair. Fair between all directors. Right? For example, fair between all directors means very simple example is salary. Say finance director salary is say 1 million. Finance director salary is 1 million. Human resource management salary also say 1 million. This is not fair. Based on the involvement in the works, based on the involvement in the business, salary should be decided. That is called fair. Finance director definitely have the more works than the human resource manager, human resource director. So human resource director salary is 1 million. His salary may be little more. Say under 1,050,000. This is how we have to decide, right? 1,050,000 or 1.5 million. So what about the executive directors? Non-executive directors. Non-executive directors doesn't work. Do not work with the company. Only looking after. So their salary may be 100,000. Then only finance director have the more encouraged to do the finance activity. For example, a marketing manager. Marketing and sales department is the main department in the business. Don't think accounts department is the main department in the business because you have chosen the accounts field. Marketing and sales and marketing is not there. Cash inflow is not there. If cash inflow is not there, how can you purchase the goods? How can you pay for the administrative? Therefore, marketing and sales is the heart of the business. If art is not there, we have to replace the art, right? So heart of the business is sales and marketing department. So sales and marketing department director salary may be more than all the directors salary. This is called fair, not equation, not equal. Fair means reasonable. Reasonable salary should be decided, reasonable works also should be decided. Right. Now we are in the topic of the section 187 and 189. First, Companies Act requirement is duties of director should be followed properly. Here, how many duties? 4 duties. Main 4 duties. This is sub 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 duties. So altogether 11 duties there. 11 duties there for directors to comply. Then second requirement of the Companies Act is responsibility to prepare the financial statement. Companies Act is separately given. Actually, responsibility of prepare the financial statement also directors' responsibility. Directors are responsibility to prepare the financial statement according to section. So this is requirement. Under the main requirement is 187 to 189. So the second requirement, section 148 to, that is 187 to 189. This is 147 to, I am giving the section numbers because you can refer the Companies Act and check whether I am saying correct or wrong. Because after you qualified, you are helpless. You will not go for any lectures class. So you have the opening book referential, you have all the documents. So you have the books and X book with you, right? You have study packs and the X book with you. From that you have to find out. This is how we have studied and passed the first level, second level, third level and fourth level. So understand where we are taking the notes. That's why I am giving. Many lecturers do not do this. Giving these notes as their own notes. Actually these are not own notes. Study pack also copied from something else. Directors' duties are copied from the Companies Act. /MB requirements are copied from the /MB Act. Inland Revenue Act are copied from the Inland Revenue Act. Then conceptual framework there are, source documents there. Then how to do the different that element, financial accounting. How to do the assets related entries. How to do the inventory related entries. Those are taken for the Sri Lanka accounting standard. Though that is called SLFRSS and the LKSS. Right? That is different standard book there. From that only study pack taken. Right? Responsibility of prepare the finance statement is director's duty. According to section 148 to 153. Sorry, 148 says duty to keep the records. Now understand why we prepare in the financial statements. So all the accounting transactions are kept with the companies. It may be a manual hard copy or soft copy. That's why accounting systems and Excel sheets are allowed to prepare the financial statement. Otherwise, if company X says only hard copy, we have to keep the books, general books. Before 15-20 years, there is a books. Now we have the system, ERP system and the other QuickBooks systems. So 149 says place to keep the records. 148 says duty to keep the records. We have to keep the records within office in a soft copy or hard copy. Second one, place to keep the records. Records should be kept in the place where operation done. If head office there, head office is the operation division. We should keep that. If head office not there, only shop is there. So owner, directors are sit at the shop. At the shop, we have to keep the place. We have to keep the records at the place where the operational activities are handled, right? The 150 says within 6 months, within 6 months after the financial year end, financial statement should be prepared. It means if 31st March is the year end, before 30th September we have to prepare. If 31st December is year end, 30th June is last day of preparing the financial statement. Under 51 they are to tell what is the right. This is the responsibility to prepare the financial statement. 48 to 47 to 50. Next one is forms and contents. Contents of financial statement. Right? Here, responsibility to prepare the financial statement we understood. Where we have to keep the records, who have to keep the records, who have the responsibility to prepare the financial statements, and between how long it should take in order to prepare the financial statement. So financial statements, we do not know what is meant by the financial statements. According to LKS 1, there are 5 financial statements we have to prepare. First one is profit or loss, second one is balance sheet, third one is changes in equity, fourth one is cash flow, fifth one is note. According to Companies Act, financial statement is only 2, P&L and balance sheet. P&L and balance sheet only we have to prepare. In P&L, revenue should be there, cost of sale should be there, other income should be there, all the expenses should be there, then final net profit should be there, then tax calculation should be there. This is a requirement of 151. Right? Balance sheet, there should be a asset separately there, right? Asset separately there, equity separately there, then liability separately there. That's all. Companies Act do not tell about non-current asset or current asset. How to be able to order the non-current asset items and current asset items. In current asset item, we are ordering the items based on the liquidity. Cash will be the last one. Inventory is the first one. Based on the liquidity, we decide. But it doesn't tell about that. According to under 52 standard, under 52 section, group financials should be prepared. Group financials should be prepared. If a company, if one company, one financial statement is enough, P&L and balance sheet. If group companies they are, right? If this company having the one subsidiary company, the parent company should prepare the separate P&L and balance sheet. And parent company should have the responsibility to prepare the group financial statement. Right? That is all the subsidiaries and parent companies finance statement aggregated and given the different column. Then there are separate finance statements also giving the different column. So there should be a 2 columns. Say this is a 2021, 2022, the 2021, 2022. This is separate financial statement. This is for only parent company. Revenue, say this is a revenue. So parent company revenue is 1,000 million. So this is a group. If there are 100 subsidiaries under this parent company, they have to aggregate all the revenue and do, right? The under 53 says contents of group financial statement. Under 51 says, right, contents and the forms of the separate financial statement, that is P&L and balance sheet. And also under 51 again explaining that should be prepared that is the P&L and balance sheet contents, right? Under 52 says group financial statement should be prepared. Under 52 doesn't explain about the what is the contents. It says if company is having the many subsidiaries or it is a group companies, they should prepare the group financial statements also and provided to the registrars of the company. That contents and form also given, same. That contents and form also P&L and balance sheet. P&L and balance sheet for group, then P&L and balance sheet for parent company. Right? That's all. That's all. Our topic is finished. Then we have the one doubt. So everyone talk here. I have told financial statement preparation is responsibility of the directors, right? So directors are responsible to prepare the financial statements, and I told that contents is P&L and balance sheet. So prepare this P&L and balance sheet, or this P&L and balance sheet, right? I didn't tell how we have, what is the procedures we have to follow. There are two things there. First one is financial reporting framework. Correct financial reporting framework should be selected, right? This is called criteria. According to Sri Lankan law, Sri Lankan context, there are 5 financial reporting frameworks. Based on the company's nature and the company's size, one of these financial reporting frameworks should be selected for criteria, right? First one is full SLFRS. Second one is SLFRS for SME. Third one is SLFRS for small entity. Fourth one is statement of recommended practice for the non-profitable entities. Fifth one is standards for government entities other than the corporate. Second one is internal control system. So we have to select correct financial reporting framework. Second one is internal control system. In a correct financial reporting framework, I told full SLFRS is the main one. Under the full SLFRS one, we are learning the LK 16, LK 2. These are the full SLFRS, right? Based on the company's criteria, we have to decide that is not in your syllabus. Don't worry about that. That is in the syllabus of audit subject. Internal control system. Internal control system should be there in order to record the financial information, in order to process the financial information, in order to analyze the financial information, in order to summarize the financial information and prepare the profit or loss. So that internal control system basically they are in order to reduce the error and fraud and follow the correct process. Internal control there, follow the correct process and reduce the fraud and error. So financial accounting student, as a financial accounting student, you should have the thorough knowledge about this. This is called financial accounting. Thorough knowledge you should have. This is called financial accounting. In rest of the chapters we are going to learn this. Now you understood what is the responsibility of the directors, how these responsibilities are divided into different responsibilities. Then final requirement of the Companies Act is audited financial statement. Audited financial statement should be submitted to the company's registrar. Once the financial statements prepared, right, that should be audited by the independent auditor. According to section 157, auditor can be CASL member, Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka. Chartered Accountants of only Sri Lanka, not other countries. Second one is registered auditor. This both can audit the financial statements. Here there are also some criteria there. CASL member can audit which companies. Registered auditor can audit which companies. That is not in your syllabus. If you want to know, please let me know. Text me, I will explain that, otherwise no need. Right? That's why I skip that. So with this, first chapter is finished. Let's meet in second chapter, dear friends. I hope all of you understood and get prepared and watch this video again if you do not understand, right? Okay. Thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned with castudies.lk for more lectures online.